We in the house.
Don't you have a flex bomb? Okay, Q bomb here. Shout out to the post-edit team, aka the Zara team now, man. Yeah, it is the Wraparound podcast every Tuesday at 9 a.m.
My nigga got it right this time.
We in the house.
Yeah, the Wraparound podcast. Yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah, man. You know,
I'm so
I
proud
rehearsed
of
it
you.
for 2 weeks.
I'm so proud of this nigga.
Thank you.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
I'd like to thank my manager, Stewie W, and our producer, Quincy.
Oh, yeah.
Most of all, we want to thank your fans.
Oh, you
Without
remember
the
that
fans,
shit, dog?
None of this.
None of this would have
Would have
happened.
been. And it's like, babe, what are you doing? Say it.
I forgot.
Starting a band, baby.
Starting a band.
Yeah.
I forgot that, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot that.
Oh, shit.
Yo,
Which
man.
one?
Was that alcohol or
No,
food?
bro.
It was a deodorant.
Was it deodorant?
Oh,
It was
shit,
24/7
man.
by
24/7.
Company.
Dog.
Yeah,
I
Oh, shit,
said
I said
way,
X.
way back in.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like,
Adam.
but it is the Wraparound podcast and not the perfume show.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm your host, Uspama Dagamshango, aka MarazA at MarazA MC on Twitter. I'm joined by M2Kan and August Child. M2Kizas, what's good ass?
I'm dope, my G. You nice? You niggas nice? How y'all feeling?
I'm Keezus, man.
Good?
We're good.
Yeah, I'm feeling good, my niggas.
Yeah?
I'm feeling alright.
Akast.
I'm in Nandi all day, every day.
No.
Amazing, man. You know this. August, so yeah.
Flavor.
Flavor.
Bro, that's not true. You were sad.
We in the house.
Canning
Was that sad?
Yeah, you were sad last week.
No, there's a difference. When a nigga is on some.
Yeah.
Why?
DJ PH Ukesi featuring Umakwa, MarazA, Questa, and August Child.
bro.
Young
come
promo.
on,
Cherry
man.
to Kids
I
at home.
see you. I
No,
see
well
you.
done,
we
bro.
out
You
here,
just
we
got
out
my
here.
mic.
Nigga,
Yo,
super
hype boy.
clean. Nice
Come in the
edgy
game.
segment.
fresh
He comes in the PH. You see what you did now? Now he has the nerve. to use my word. It's the Wraparound podcast, and today we're going to be talking about fear. That's the overarching theme. Sometimes we're discussing things related to fear, and first of all, I want to start it with lesson of the week.
Yes, do it. Let's do
My
it.
lesson of the week is I find myself being afraid to speak openly pertaining to women.
Yeah.
Like, I made a joke last week, which I apologize for on Twitter because it hurt some people. In fact, the joke I was telling was in response to Kane's lesson of the week, where he said, "Don't trust the ladies," for which he's.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
there's personal
shit.
reasons
Nah,
for
That's
that.
it.
Just joking.
All right, tune in next week for the Wraparound podcast
Yeah, I got
featuring
another one
M2Kane's
queued up.
apologies.
I got another week.
All right.
I'll be ready for y'all.
But look, on a serious note, the joke I made was basically, he said, "I don't trust women," and I was like, you know what? Hey man, women are tough as shit, so don't fuck with them. But so I made a joke pertaining to the menstrual cycle. I have learned now. I have a penis. I am not allowed to joke about that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's the part that scares me. The joke I was making, I stopped it halfway because I realized that in today's climate, it's so easy for your words to land the wrong way. Generally, there's a general consensus that men don't like feminists. I think that's stupid. I think we as men need to learn what the definition of feminism is.
Yeah.
I believe that a feminist is anyone who fights for the rights of women, who fights for the proper emancipation of women, which is still on the way, the proper treatment of women, the equalization of women, and them being given the rights they deserve just because they are born.
Yeah.
As human beings, they are born, therefore they deserve those rights. They've earned those rights. And you cannot deny how oppressed women have been in history. We have made strides. We still have quite a way to go.
That's 100% correct.
We still have quite a way to go. So what I realize is that there's women who fight for the emancipation of women, and those are feminists. I used to consider myself a feminist until I realized that the anger in some women it makes that offensive.
Yeah.
They've been treated so badly by so many men. If I say I'm a feminist because I never stand by and watch an injustice against anyone happening, but in particular women. So whether it's a tweet, whether it's a comment, my friends will tell you, August, yes, in the car, yo, if you're in my car and you whistle or you catcall, we are fighting.
Yeah.
Because I hate that. I hate that thing of I'm a cheater, seeing a woman, baby. No.
Yeah, that's
Those
and
are nasty niggas.
Yeah, that's dumbass shit. It's also
dog,
no
so
game having ass.
Yeah, of course. I am in the car now. So
yeah, I'm in the car now. Now I can talk
me.
to you.
Passenger
Bitch! Funduk Shela. That's the thing is, courtship. I love courtship.
Yeah.
Right? I'm here because I love courtship. Okay?
Yeah.
So,
the
in case
flex.
they did not see it.
hell yeah.
The flex.
I mean, if there's a woman out there who's offended that I'm saying, I like courtship, I like the act, Yokshela. Dad, you can miss me for saying. There's amazing ways you can use to woo a lady, you know.
Yeah.
And even with women, like if you do it right, even if she's got a man and she's like, no, not today. But you see her walk change, which is just like, you know what?
Something has been planted in.
You know what I'm saying?
Stella never lost her groove. It's still there. You know what I'm saying? And I think when you do it from a material thing of status, that's disrespectful. That's saying, that's not saying, hey, I would like to get to know you. No. That's saying, hey, you have a vagina and you want to get in this car, so get in this car.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
Various other things as well, from people who hit women, from to people who physically, emotionally, and financially abuse women. I've never stood by and watched that happen. But I remember I said I was a feminist once, and someone responded to me with the hashtag "men are trash" on some "get the fuck out of here" type thing.
Wow.
Your thinking there is selectively interpreted by women. Let me not say all women, but some women.
Don't say all women.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you will deal with things like that, even if your intentions are very pure. Because the one thing that gets ignored by women in sensitive topics is your intention. It's their interpretation.
By some women.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Some women, I should say that. It's your interpretation of that. It's their interpretation, of what you have said. That is important to them. That's where their point comes from, and that's what's driven home.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, as a man, you need to be aware that what you say and your intentions kind of don't matter. It's their interpretation that does, which is sad, but you need to be aware of it because it comes from a lot. They have endured a lot.
They have. And that's the thing I was saying earlier, that if you're a man out there who thinks men have nothing to do with the problems that women face, guess what? Fuck you.
You dumb.
You are bringing us down. You shit.
Your brain is on vacation. Call it back.
Now, men are responsible for a lot of the problems that women face.
Yeah.
And it is because of that we find ourselves in the unfortunate circumstance that we're in right now. We unfortunately have to shoulder the blame, especially those of us in the spotlight. There's so many dumb niggas that do dumb shit. There's dumb niggas in entertainment. There's bad men in entertainment. There's a lot of bad men in entertainment. There's even more bad men out there who are not famous, who are terrible, and some even worse. And they exert pressure and abuse on helpless women who will not be able to say anything publicly, who do not have the freedom of social media, who don't have the platform of Twitter to go out and say such and such did such and such, so he must be cancelled. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, those of us in the limelight now are the easiest target for the general population of women. And to be fair, some of us watch these things happen and we do fuck all. And I honestly believe like you're not fulfilling your duty as a man when you do that. If you see something happen to
you just walk
the
you just
lyrics
walk
to
away.
a song, right? Your song. You say, if I watched my brother do that, then I assisted in that.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So if we're gonna chill and we watch women getting abused by men and we do nothing, we keep quiet about it. Guess what, bro? You're part of the
You're
problem.
an accomplice.
You're an accomplice. You
You're an
can't be
accomplice.
Niggas need to be uncomfortable. We need to create a world
Yeah,
where
bro.
niggas are uncomfortable with harassing women because they are aware of what will happen.
Sisters are in such a bad space right now. As soon as you say something that could be interpreted as malicious, it is interpreted
Keyword
as malicious.
interpreted. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And fuck you niggas who got us to this position.
Yep.
Fuck you. But in the meantime, I think I'm just gonna stay. I'm just gonna stay the fuck away, bro. Like, cause it's very difficult to I mean, there's people who've been offended with my attempts to actually support them. Just the idea that
you are a man.
that you're a man and you think that I need your support.
Oh,
And so my lesson of the week: watch your words. Men and women are not the same. I believe we are equal.
Yeah.
I believe we are equal, and I believe we are definitely different because the world needs both of us.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's things that women are not good at. Whoa, sorry. There's things that men are not
MarazA will be making another apology next week, just for confirmation.
There's things that men are not good at that women are good at.
Yeah.
And in 2019, that's where the statement should end.
Yep.
Hey,
That's true, bro.
unfortunately.
You should apologize for last week, though. Futsak.
I meant that shit. Okay, bro.
We can't.
Yeah, but break it down. Where did it come from?
Going forward, this is two-man podcast.
Listen, I'm just playing.
I know.
No, on
I
a
know.
serious note, I think it's a case of me not taking lesson of the week seriously enough.
That's your lesson of this week.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
So it's a case of that, and the thing is, when you are a man, you need, as I was saying, you need to take responsibility for how your shit is interpreted. So I did apologize to the women that obviously took that the wrong way, but I just want people to be aware of the fact that, like, most importantly, men to be aware of the fact that sometimes it's not really about your intentions, it's about the fact that, you know, the way that they have been interpreted comes across.
It's about the climate.
You know, and it's not your fault, it's not the woman's fault, it's because
But it is collectively our fault.
As a society, men and
As men.
as men, it's our fault.
As men.
So you need
And
to,
it's very
unfortunately,
unfortunate.
you need to shoulder that.
Yeah.
Hey.
You need to shoulder that. That's there's no avoiding that. If you want to create a climate where men become more aware of the effect of what they say, especially if they're influential.
Because of the effect of what they've done.
Exactly. You need to be aware of that. So I think that's a dope lesson, man. Thank you for sharing that.
One time. What's your lesson? Please make it quick and light-hearted.
Because we don't care what you think.
You don't care.
Did you learn anything about sandwiches or sunglasses or music videos? Tell us.
I cannot, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm afraid I'm gonna have to go deep on this one too. The thing is, I wanted to talk on the subject of parenting. You know, I was talking to my mom the other day.
Yeah.
And then I realized that me and her don't have a relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to be open with her. It's hard for me to connect with her. Because as a child, I feel like she did not punish me, but she beat me up. You know what I'm saying? So it's a situation. It's something that we go through as Black people. You know what I'm saying? We are raised by strong parents, and they have a firm hand. But there's a very
works overtime.
You know, there's a it works overtime, boy. There's a huge difference between punishing your child
And it doesn't work
squaring up.
over time.
You know what I'm saying?
This nigga,
It
bro.
works overtime, but it
my
doesn't
nigga.
work
Where's
overtime.
Flex needs to come through, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It does not work over time because over time it creates a distance between you and your parent. You know what I'm saying? Because of how she punished me, you know what I'm saying? You'd see her rolling up her sleeves and she'll be angry, you know?
It's a fight.
Yeah, it's a fight.
She do push-ups.
Yeah.
She warms up.
She warms up for you. Yo, dog, she would take uswaz and soak it in water.
Holy shit,
No
man.
vinegar and a man.
She
You know what I'm saying?
passionate
And
about
she pulls it out. You know what the shit? Shit is about to go down. You know? WWE SmackDown. You get a SmackDown, and after that, you're not allowed to cry. She looks at you. Cut it out. And it creates so much anger inside of you.
It's like, what
Because
the
you're like,
fuck?
if you're gonna hit me
What
like
do you
that,
want?
you
For
obviously
now,
hate
what do
me.
you want?
What do you want?
That's
You know
Beat
what I'm
me
saying?
up to
That's some
death,
hardcore
and
shit,
then
man.
when I do the thing that people do when they get beaten,
I am not
you
allowed
ask,
to.
come
Or
on.
zompini.
Look,
And-
I'm gonna tell you, bro. Like, you're not the only one there, and it's I was raised by various women. One of them was my mother. I remember she once she was holding my baby sister, and she grabbed me by the throat
Yo,
and slammed me on the floor.
bro.
Jokes.
Yeah, she chokeslammed me. I was like,
Bless
when I saw them do it in WWE, I'm like, damn, she was ahead of her time. This woman was ahead of her time, bro. So I know what that's. And then I went home to Esther. I remember the first time I got punished there by my aunt, Uzandile.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, yeah, you've been bad. You're gonna carry it. You're gonna carry it. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, let's do it. But what, you gonna punch me? Huh? You gonna stab me? What's going on? I've done this before, let's do it. She's like, go to the kitchen. I'm like, yeah. It's like, open the drawer. I'm like, cool, I'll get you the knife. Yeah. And then she's like, bring me that wooden spatula.
You're like, what?
I'm like, what
What is
dumbass foreplay is this?
What?
Can we cut to the chase? What?
How you gonna stab me with this thing? It's blunt. Like,
Just kill me now.
what's going on?
Like this thing of toiling. So I go there, I get the wooden spatula, I come back to my auntie and she's furious. And because I messed up. And then she's like, yeah, extend your hand.
Wow.
I'm like, ha, someone's gonna come from behind me.
Yeah.
I extend my hand and she hits me with the spatula. I remember seeing that first stroke go, pa, and I'm like,
Is that it?
what are you doing?
What?
And she's like, Ocha, Ocha. Deep down, I'm like, hey, that's not how it's done. And she gives me 5 lashings. She's like, yeah, that'll teach you. Yeah.
You're like,
And I had tears in my eyes and I ran to behind the house. And I laughed. I laughed so hard, bro.
yeah.
Because
Is that it?
I had never felt that loved in my life.
Yep.
Wow, bro.
Like, I did something wrong. She told me to stop it. I did it again. She told me again. And I did it again. And then she told me what would happen. And I did it. And then it was time for that to happen. And what happened was, she took a small wooden stick and hit me 5 times in the hand whilst repeating the lesson that she had told me. She did not swear at me. She did not call me, you an anja.
Hey, bro.
Kodoi,
Hey,
washa watim.
hey.
And when I started crying, she did not tell me to shut up. She was like, yeah, that should teach you. And I felt punished.
Yeah.
I did not feel beaten up. And most of my life, I had felt assaulted.
Yeah, hey, bro.
And I took that dog and I brought it with me today when after various lessons with my children, depending on the severity of the fault, take that wooden stick and hit you in the hand.
I spoke about this because I see how you raise your children, you know. Whenever they do something wrong, you call them and then you explain to them why they're getting punished, you know. And it's something that you have spoken about with the child before. You say to him, Spa, you're gonna get punished. I ain't. Always be. You're gonna get punished. And when you punish them, the child knows exactly why he or she is getting punished. It is not an act of hatred. You know what I'm saying? It's an act of love.
Yeah, it's an act of discipline.
It's an act of discipline. You know what I'm saying? I discipline you because I love you.
Yes,
Because I want
yes.
you to be a better person. I am not, I am not abusing you. I am not hitting you. I am not, whatever frustrations that I have, I'm not letting them out on you. Some of you out there have beautiful parents.
Yes,
But
yes,
unfortunately, some of us, we didn't have the pleasure or the fortune of being raised by parents who punished us
I
instead
know
of...
what you're saying is 100% true because I can look to my mother and thank her for that.
Yeah.
Because she used to beat a nigga up, trust me.
Yeah.
But I used to know why.
You know why.
You know, I know what I did wrong. And she would not hide that for me and just fuck me up. She would make sure that, yo, don't do this bullshit again. The second, sometimes you don't get such a warning.
Yeah.
But whenever I fucked up, I knew why. That's why I appreciate her for doing that now.
My mother was, Jesus Christ. She fucking me up. And, which is funny because now she gets mad when I hit my kids.
Yeah.
She's like, nah, don't do it. I'm like,
Where were you
What do
to
you
tell
think?
yourself that?
yes. I'm like, do you see anyone getting choke slammed here? Yeah. Well, look, this has to be this has to be the longest lesson of the week.
Yeah, that's a very long.
Yeah, we went into
lesson of the
attention.
week, but
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
very,
yeah.
very
Moral of the
full
story:
Yeah.
of jewels.
punish your children. Do not
Abuse them.
abuse them.
Moral of the story:
Don't drink when
men,
you're full.
you need to be careful. We need to be careful. We need to tread carefully
Yeah.
around issues that pertain to women. It's unfortunate, but it is important, and it is the reality we face, and we are partly responsible for why that thing is reality right now.
100%. Niggas, please, if you are uninformed about certain things, shut the fuck up.
Especially periods.
Yeah, especially
Shut the fuck up.
if you are uninformed.
You've never had periods, bro.
If you are
Yeah, like-
uninformed, shut the fuck up. Just keep,
You know?
there is absolutely, this goes for everybody on the planet. There is absolutely nothing wrong with standing up and saying, listen,
I don't know.
I don't
That's
know.
how you learn.
You know what's also a good thing to say?
What's up?
Nothing.
You see, Jules here being unpacked ever since last week at the Wrap Around podcast. We come here, we unpack these jewels, and it shines everywhere.